Hello everyone, welcome to TechByte. Now you might be wondering that I did not post any video on Monday and Tuesday and I'm here with you on Wednesday. I have been just experimenting. So last Friday I completed 50 videos, which is complete 10 weeks because I posted every Monday to Friday. So we did 10 weeks of video that way. And I've been just experimenting that what mix of content and what frequency of content is appropriate and makes sense. So I had this plan that I will do first 50 videos and then I'll look at if I can use some other frequency to check out if that works well. Because purpose here is not that I should be pushing content, and I as I repeatedly keep on saying, I'm not into getting into the content creator space. I just want that I feel that the audience habits are changing. People want insights in every format. So if they are reading reports, going through the charts, they are also wanting to watch videos, and that's the whole purpose of coming onto a camera and creating these kind of videos. So from today I'll be reducing the frequency, not doing it every day, and gradually look at how this progresses, and then I will do it on a daily basis. Of course, I have got some feedback from well-wishers that I should continue it on a daily basis, but let's see how this progresses, and then we'll take a call what to do. So today's TechByte is about, of course, Apple iPhone 17 launch, what it means for the industry, what it means for the Apple, and what is it indicating to. That's what my focus is. I will not, of course, talk about the specs and other things because I think my friends who are reviewers, they are doing it very nicely. So I'm not into that space. I would want to confine my focus on what I feel this means for the industry. So let me first just take you through a very quick look at the phones itself. So this is the iPhone Air I have, and very sleek form factor, and at the same time very good display, also very good display quality. And along with it there is this special custom made, I can say, a power bank which just fits very smoothly with this phone and doesn't really make it bulky. So this is just in case if you feel that the charge doesn't suffice. Now I have been using it for some time and I don't feel that it is inadequate in terms of power capacity, at least not for a user like me. But let's see, maybe some users would still want to carry a power bank along. So that's a good I would say thought out strategy. At times, yes, people might take it otherwise also, but let's see. And I also have this iPhone 17 Pro Max. Again, very good display, as well as this I would say dual patterned background. I feel this is something good they have done, because after a long time there is some change and some visible change in the look and feel, which I think was very much required and very much due, or rather overdue, for iPhones. So again, something good. Other than that, yes, these phones have become lighter and powerful. We have seen some of the things already out there. Now, what does this mean for Apple? What does this mean for the industry? What does this mean for the consumer? That has been always the focus of my videos, and that's what again I am going to talk about here. So first, let's look at what do I feel and what do we make out of it for the industry. Now, we all know that over these years, the technology innovation has been decelerating. It's not at the same rate, and at the same time, the expectations from the consumers are not changing, at least for this product. Every year, consumers want a lot of it, a lot of newness in the products, and that's the very nature of this smartphone. Although we have a separate category of products called FMCG, fast moving consumer goods, but undoubtedly smartphone is a fast moving consumer electronics product that way. So there are times, and if we look at technology evolution of many years, there have been times which are kind of lull periods for the industry. You don't have anything, honestly, to really innovate. One classic example which I always used to share has been about Cisco. If you know go back and check Cisco's history somewhere around, I would say 2010 12 to 2016 17, it was kind of a lull period for them. They honestly were not having anything great, and I'm sure, I don't recall right now its financial performance or its trading history. I'm sure that would not have been that great at that time. But even then, since Cisco is an R&D focused company, it had a lot of products to showcase, lot of technologies to showcase back then also, which were futuristic, and I'm sure now they're getting implemented. So it happens, I believe, in every technology, in every sector, that there is a lull period when you can't honestly innovate beyond a point, and you have to wait for the ecosystem to evolve, and which will drive the next wave of innovations. Same is happening with smartphones right now. We have had 5G, we have had AI. I think all the other specification elements are to their respective peaks. So you can't do much if you look from the hardware and even software point of view. So what's happening, and what I could understand from whatever I have experienced so far from the 17 series launch. So you will continue this incremental innovation. You will always continue to improve the battery. You will continue to improve the camera. Those enhancements will keep on happening. But you will not be able to do anything very breakthrough. The second thing over here is, so how do you then excite the consumers? That's important, and that's where I think CMF is the key to that, is the answer to that question. So Apple has exactly played here with CMF. Look at and look at how the markets have reacted. Look at how crazy people have gone around the new orange color. Look at what kind of interest and curiosity has this slim phone generated. I mean iPhone Air. And these are all nothing but CMF elements here and there. So Apple is making it clear that, hey, look, this is the time. We are in an era where innovating something disruptively is not possible. Probably the audience, the market is not ready for it. So the best way right now is, the best way to generate interest of consumers is to play with the CMF. Now, it's not only Apple, others have also been playing with it, but I believe, they were trying at that time to showcase it as their uniqueness, or as their special focus or special attention. If I talk, for example, I talk of Vivo. Now, Vivo once was really talking about CMF. Then Motorola also, came out and talked about CMF and did pretty well in CMF. But now, with Apple coming into the space, and Apple now making it clear that yes, for now it is CMF, that is where I believe the entire industry will now align. So people will play with these color material and finish. I'm sure we'll see now more of orange, this shade coming up. Although there are other good colors also, for instance, in Apple iPhone 17, I really like the sage color, very beautiful color. In the Air, I liked the blue color, the sky blue color, very good color. And honestly, while I could see that people are getting very enthusiastic around orange, my personal like has been blue. And yes, I have the 17 Pro Max in the blue shade. So very interesting thing to see on the color side. Look at the material, how Apple is either using, be it ceramic shield, be it the aluminum, or be it the titanium frames, and it's alloys. So yes, playing with again the materials over here, which is not only just making them lighter, making them durable, but also adding aesthetics to it. So yesterday, while we were going through a detailed briefing and talking to iPhone experts here in Gurgaon office of Apple, what I could understand is that the level of you know technology, the level of upgrades that are there this time with regards to durability, honestly, I think consumers might not even need to go for cases, because they have made these phones very, very durable. There are not only rigorous tests done, but the way they have picked up materials, I think that's phenomenal. So that's the kind of durability angle this time they have got into, because they understand that these are pricier phones and people are going to retain them for a longer period. So that's beauty. Although they have those fabric woven covers also, which look very, very good. We had some experience of them also. But even then, many users don't like to have covers on their phones. They just want phones to be the way they are without covers. So this time it looks like people can use them without any apprehension or fear. So color, material, and the finish, if I look at, okay, this dual finish kind of thing, here we have this rectangular in a different kind of finish, giving you a kind of matte feeling, which is which gives you I would say a stronger grip. And then you have the other material finish over here, giving it a different look. It makes it look like a dual tone, but it's not dual tone, but yes, I could say it's a dual finish output out here. So exactly, they're playing with this CMF. Okay, so that's, I feel, where the industry is heading. You don't have right now, honestly, anything substantial to offer from technology point of view, and that's here. The CMF will play a part, and this year it's going to be OEMs bringing out different permutation combinations around CMF. Now, this is also an opportunity for many brands to localize, because India has also had a rich legacy of colors, materials. Maybe industrial finish, I may say yes, they may not be, but there could be many things which one can get inspired from and try to see how we can replicate those kind of finish onto materials like aluminum, titanium, and other materials they want to use for their phones. So this is what I see from iPhone 17 launch for the entire industry. Now for the Apple itself, now what has Apple done? Remarkable entry level phone, which is in the form of iPhone 17. Okay, now iPhone has brought in this time a lot of elements, and they have made them I would say uniform across the product line. So there are many elements which are same in iPhone 17, iPhone Air, iPhone 17 Pro, iPhone 17 Pro Max. For instance, the camera resolution and other such things. Now, what is that indicating? That's indicating too that, hey, we don't want to make such differentiations within the series. Okay, there are of course other elements of differentiation, but why to kind of create this kind of a hierarchy of in terms of feature specifications? It doesn't mean, why should someone who is entering into Apple ecosystem not enjoy the same level of photography? Okay, because that is a substantial jump from someone, and that person should get the best of the experience. In fact, somebody joining from a different ecosystem and switching to Apple and getting into switching to iPhone and getting into Apple ecosystem, while there might be already a significant change in the photography experience, but if that person gets the the top-notch photography experience which is available throughout the series, that will definitely further delight the person. Same is the case with other specifications which they have uniformly included in across the portfolio. Now this also indicates that you will not be now able to leverage much in terms of monetization from hardware. You will have to so to say, democratize the hardware, not honestly look at that, okay, let me give a few more megapixel in my pro version than the other, or give maybe some other elements out there. Yes, I believe from performance point of view, you can do it with, say, processors. You may do it with battery because there might be, sense to it, because a pro grade phone might consume faster battery, and it might need a higher capacity of battery out there, but overall the experience would be same. So if the lower variant offers you, say, 30 hours, the pro variant might also offer the same kind of battery life. So it is more to do with the experience than to do with the actual measurements of these specifications. And that's what we at Techarc have been talking about, that people get delighted because of the experiences, not because of the specs. I can repeat the number. So, in our study, we had found out that 68% of the people now get excited, feel delighted because of the experience and not because of the specification. Nobody gets now excited that, wow, it has a 200 megapixel camera or 48 megapixel camera. It is more about what kind of experience they are getting out of it. And that's where exactly Apple has tried to offer a level playing experience across the phones. So a Pro Max user will find the same kind of experience as is the normal 17 phone user. Of course, there will be proportionate changes. There will be those kind of subtle changes. Pro user definitely has a different level of experience, but overall satisfaction and delight across the portfolio will be more or less similar. That's what Apple has tried to achieve out of by doing this kind of thing. And this means that others in the industry who are having this kind of setup of line, that there's a number series, a base number series, then a pro series, they will also have to think that, okay, you may no longer be able to differentiate on the basis of hardware. It may not be that you offer in one version 8 GB of RAM and in another you offer 12 GB of RAM. It's more to do what are you going to do with the overall experience, how is it going to affect the experience. That's more critical than just playing with the specs and no change in the experience as such. So that's one interesting thing that Apple is again indicating, talking out loud out of 17 launch for the entire industry as well as for its own ecosystem. Now, by making this 83,000 level phone, which is iPhone 17, I think it's going to make the premium tier Android phones business very difficult, especially I would say the non-Samsung ones, for instance, Pixel or even Vivo to some extent, because you are spending this much of money, there is aspiration to own an iPhone, and then now Apple has sweetened the deal by offering a lot of features which are in their pro grade variants. So it will definitely impact the buying decision of consumer, that should they go ahead with any other brand or why not to just jump onto the iPhone. So I believe that the entry or the base of iPhone will widen because of this strategy, so which is again a good thing by Apple. So that's what it means for Apple. For consumers, I think we have to understand that this is the time, this is the era, at least maybe for a couple of years, where we'll have to look at a smartphone from an extension to our lifestyle, from extension to our maybe our appearance, how we want to appear, how do we look, how do we dress up. That's what the phones will have an impact on, and these will be just extensions to our get up. And from technology point of view, we may not see any breakthrough that would push you to, or that will attract you to upgrade to. So you have to be very clear that in the coming times, maybe a year or so or two to be precise, you are not upgrading for technologies, but you are upgrading for lifestyle. So this is a lifestyle upgrade now for coming years. That's what I could sense out of iPhone 17 launch so far. Whatever I have read, what I have seen, and what I have heard from other, distinguished reviewers who have been, posting their reviews on YouTube and Instagram. Uh, it's an interesting, I think, development. It's an interesting thing to happen, which means a lot. There's a need to now make a lot of change in approach. Brands will have to sell it differently, position it differently, maybe use different kind of channels to promote it now. And yes, they are already doing, but they will maybe need to invest heavily in now retail channels. And here I'm not distinguishing between offline and online. I mean, across they will have to make some good investments to be to position this as a lifestyle product and sell it like that. So that's something important, and we'll have to really figure out how we are going to sell phones online. Otherwise, we are just going to lose the opportunity out there. Online might not be able to do the justice with the smartphone being sold as a lifestyle product. It can sell it as a commodity product, it can sell it as a technology product, but selling it as a lifestyle product needs a different thought process. That's where I believe the online marketplaces will also have to look at how they can do it differently now. This is my take on iPhone 17 as of now. I am still using iPhone 16 Pro Max for my video. I will be now switching to iPhone 17 lineup, and my new videos will be using that. And I'll definitely use both iPhone Air as well as iPhone 17 Pro Max for different videos to give you a feel of how the video and the camera setup looks for both of them. I wish you all the best, and let's have more engaging conversation around it. Tell me your thoughts around what do you feel about it. I'll be happy to have this conversation ahead. I'll be back with you in another Tech Bite. Till then, enjoy tech.